Hi everyone, my name is Satya NG. Welcome to my Works channel. Hinduism speaks of many different methods and paths to reach the God. There are four considered the major paths. One is Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. Second, Jnana Yoga, the path of rational inquiry. Third one, Raja Yoga, the path of mental concentration. And the fourth one is Karma Yoga, the path of right action. What is yoga? Yoga means the connecting link between the spiritual aspirant and God. Yoga also and a method or a technique to establish mental communication with God. According to Hinduism, all people can be put into four broad categories. 1. The emotional person. 2. The rational person. 3. The meditative person. And the 4. The habitually overactive person. Bhakti Yoga is suitable for the emotional person. Jnana Yoga is meant for rational person. Raja Yoga is suitable for the meditative person. And Karma Yoga is prescribed for the person naturally inclined towards activity. Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. In this path, enables the emotional person to have a direct vision of personal God or Ishvara. The emotion of love, which is evidently available in everyone. Love in human beings is usually present as a selfish love. If selfish love can somehow be sublimated and directed towards the God, it becomes an effective means God realization. In Hindu history, there are many legends tells about many such instances. One example of incident, in the youth, Tulsi Das, a famous Hindu saint of India, was passionately attached to his young wife. He loved her with all his heart and soul and could not stay away from her even for a single day. His wife seen her parents for a while and was eager to visit them, but Tulsidas would not allow her to go. One day, however, when Tulsidas left his village on some errand, his wife went to her parents' home in a nearby village without informing her husband. Tulsidas come to know this as soon as he returned home, and immediately he went to his in-laws' house and find his wife. She felt extremely embarrassed at this and said to her husband, "Shame on you. You cannot stay away from me even for a day. Had you been attached to God as you are to me, perhaps you would have seen him." This hurt the feelings of Tulsidas so much that he immediately left his wife and never returned home. He became a monk and passionate lover of God. In course of this time, he was blessed with the God vision and became a saint. Tulsidas' life is a beautiful example of how selfish love and passionate love can be sublimated and transformed into a means of God realization. This technique of transforming worldly love into divine love is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga disciplines consist of maintaining physical and mental purity, that is called as Swachha. Prayer means Prarthana, chanting of God's holy name, Japa, the singing of devotional songs, Gita, and the adoration and worship of God, Puja or Upasana. Worship of the God is two kinds. One is external ritualistic worship and mental worship. Chanting the holy name of God or Japa is done in several ways. When it is done audibly by pronouncing the holy name correctly, it is called as a Vachika Japa. When the chanting is done by moving the tongue and the lips in such a manner that it can be heard only by the chanter and no one else, it is called as a Upamshu Japa. In the third type of chanting, the holy name is repeatedly, mentally, without moving the tongue or the lips. This type of silent chanting is called Manasa Japa. Among these, the third one is considered superior to the second, and the second superior to the first. There are 5 different spiritual attitudes differ from one to another in the quality and intensity of love associated with them. In the Santa attitude, the intensity of love is relatively less pronounced. The devotee does not want any personal relationship with God and yet wants to know Him with one pointed of heart. In the Dasya or serving attitude, the devotee looks upon himself as a servant of God and through his loving service want to please Him. As a servant, however, he naturally has to maintain some distance between himself and God. In the Sakya or friendly attitude, the relationship between the devotee and God is much closer. The devotee loves God by looking upon Him as his dearest friend and at the same time expects a reciprocal love from God. In the Vatsalya or motherly attitude, the devotee looks upon God as his child and like a mother showers all his love and affection on him. The devotee does not expect anything in return from God. In the Madhura or sweet attitude, the devotee loves God with the same intensity of love that a faithful and loving wife has for her husband. Here you should understand very clearly that in this attitude, the devotee is not even aware of his or her body or sex. This is entirely a spiritual relationship. Other than these attitudes, the devotee can also look upon God as his father or mother and himself as the child. Many great saints from Bengal such as Ram Prasad, Kamalakant and Sri Ramakrishna maintained this attitude and looked upon God as a divine mother. With the help of these spiritual attitudes and following the other disciplines of Bhakti Yoga, the devotee's love for the God becomes more and more mature. This love gradually purifies his mind and enables him to have the vision of the personal God or Ishvara. Thank you very much. In my next video, you can see Jnana Yoga, the path of rational inquiry.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.